Hi guys and welcome to episode 3 of Moving On Up, my Football Manager 2017 series where I am currently managing Nice. So last episode we witnessed two expected defeats, one against Lyon and one against Paris Saint-Germain. Since then we've played 6 games offline. We started off with a game against Lorient, and this could be only described as the Cyprian classic really. So it started off with Wyland Cyprian giving a penalty away, which Mkanjo duly dispatched on 5 minutes. Rami Walter then equalised for us with a long-range effort, one of his trademark shots, and then Cyprian scored a long-range effort himself on the 32nd minute to make up for his earlier mistake and give us the win. We then played against Angers away from home, and this was a bit of a game for the neutral, I would say. Clayton grabbed himself a hat-trick. However, we were 1-0 down. He brought it back to 2-1, and then they had a shot. It hit off the post and bounced off the back of our goalkeeper Walter Benitez's head, and it went in. Then Clayton gave us the lead again with just over 10 minutes to go. We couldn't hold on. Lucas Anderson grabbing an equaliser for Angers in the 91st minute, so it ended 3-3. We then had an international break, so I decided to organise a friendly and stupidly organised it against tough opposition in the form of my former club Napoli. They played quite a strong team. We only really played our reserve team minus a few starters, and we lost 3-1. Alexi Bassetti with the only goal for us, Callejon and Mertens with the goals for Napoli. Next up was a game against Montpellier, and Arnaud Lasamba was our goal scorer. He scored a long-range effort. It seems to be a theme with my team this season. We can only score from outside of the box, it appears. But Lasamba with an excellent finish on the 81st minute gave us the victory in this one, which meant we went to this next game against FC Metz in high spirits and expecting to win against the team that was second bottom in the table. However, that wasn't to be. Franco Cervi and Pedro Marquez made sure that we lost 2-0. We did not perform well at all. You can tell by the ratings there, the highest one we got was a 7.3, and that was a centre-back. So that kind of explains everything you need to know. We were on top in the game, possession-wise, and in the number of shots and shots on target, but it just... We didn't have the finishing ability. And then finally, the last game that I've just played was a game that I was supposed to be bringing to you in this episode. However, I've decided to change the way I do my episodes. I've realised that they've been going on a bit too long, stretching further to like 25 minutes. I'd rather keep them down to at most 15 minutes long. So I played that game offline and we won. We did go 1-0 down thanks to Carl Toko Akambi in the 5th minute, but Clayton dispatched a penalty in the second half, which sent us to a penalty shootout, and we won that. And that brings us to today's game. Today we are playing against AS Monaco. It's actually a derby match, a rivalry. It's the Côte d'Azur derby, which I think is the Gold Coast, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be a tough game. Monaco sitting in 6th do have a pretty handy team, but I think they're coming off the back of some poor games. Yeah, they haven't won in 3 games, They lost 5-1 to Angers, who we obviously beat in the Cup and drew 3-3 with in the league. Then they lost 2-0 to Barcelona, which is kind of expected, and they drew 1-1 in their last league match against Montpellier. So it's a tough game, but I feel we could probably nick a point from this, given the form that Monaco are in. You see, before that win against Lorient, they'd went 4 games without a win there as well, so not in the best of form whatsoever. Just before we take a look at the team selection for today's game against Monaco, I thought I'd let you know about a transfer that I'm hoping to make. This guy Clayson. It is mainly because he nearly has the same name as Clayton, but he's also a pretty good player as well. We have made a bid for him. I can't remember what the bid was. There we go, £2.5 million plus added extras. I can probably see that if I go into... There we go. So £2.5 million up front, 250 grand after 50 league games, 25,000 per league appearance for 10 games, 250 grand after 10 league goals, and 30% percentage of profit from next sale. Now, I'm not too sure if I want to go through with this, so let me know in the comments below. Do you think I'm getting value for money? He's only 22 years old. He's got some decent stats. His dribbling is somewhere between 15 and 18, which is extremely good. Passing of 13. And my scout thinks he could be a very good player. So this is the lineup that we're going for today's game against Monaco. It's the same formation as we always play. We've got Benitez in goal, Andrea is our right back, Thierry Kurzawa and Le Marchand in central defence, Dalbert at left back, Cyprien in defensive midfield as always, Mattia Vitale and Remy Walter, one of the stars of the season so far, in centre midfield, Jean Toral and Juan Carlos in attacking centre midfield, and Clayton as the lone striker up front. Standard mentality, no team instructions. I was going to be more disciplined and stick to positions, but I just feel like I want to give them a bit more creativity than that. So Monaco are evens favourites, it draws 11-5, we are 11-5. Falcao is Monaco's key man, he's scored 5 goals in 12 games so far this season. Paul Bice is our key man today. Victory today could send us above Monaco, in fact, up into 4th, which would be a European place at the end of the season. So that would be an added bonus for the team to get a win today. But obviously it's Derby Day, as they're saying here. So how much do I look forward to taking on our local rivals? There's been a real buzz around the training ground. I've left Lusamba out. I have, in fact. Lusamba has come to me asking for first team football. I've started giving him that. He scored a goal in one of the games that I recapped. I think it was the game against Montpellier. He has been playing quite well, but he is just being rested today. He was not fully fit. He played midweek, literally just being rested. Mattia Vitale coming in. He's a good player. They're just trying to find faults with my decision making, aren't they? So Monaco are playing a 4-4-2 formation today. Obviously we don't play with wide men, so we'll have to keep an eye out for Lamar and Bernardo Silva running down those wings, and possibly even the fullbacks. They seem to be playing slightly higher than a normal fullback would be, Sidibe and Mendy. And of course Monaco have got Falcao up front, as well as former Liverpool and Chelsea man Victor Moses on the bench, just in case they need him. So we are underdogs today, and I'm going to tell the team something like that. I might leave the revenge run just in case we need it at half time. So I will say... Actually, I will use a revenge run. Yeah, that seems to always work. So why wouldn't I use it? And we'll passionately tell them that we have faith in them to go out there and grab us unexpected points. Now, first proper highlight of the game, it's Jermaine with the ball for Monaco. They've got us on the counter-attack. We have been on top of this game. Lamar crosses it in. Benitez with a bad parry out to Jermaine. It's gone in. Like I said, we have been on top. 7 shots so far, 3 on target, and we just narrowly on top in possession. But Valère Germain has got the opening goal of the game. Put us under control. I'm going to try and retain possession as well. We are keeping the ball well, so if we can keep it a bit better, possibly we can make a few more chances. It's Vitale now, possible chance for us. Vitale is going the wrong way, but Cyprien plays that forward to Toral. Sideways to Juan Carlos, now forward to Remy Walter. It's a good passing movement here. We're retaining the ball well, which is one of our team instructions, so they are following what I'm asking them to do. Juan Carlos with the ball, can he find the ball through to someone? It's Walter, plays it through to Clayton. Clayton shoots, that's wide. The well built up move, that one though. Corner for Monaco late on in the first half, whips it in. Benitez doesn't come and collect well, but Le Marchand saves his blushes there by clearing it. Some terrible goalkeeping so far today from Walter Benitez. Not what we've come to expect really. He's done well since he's come into the team, in space of Johan Cardinal, who has been out injured in fact. I think he picked up an injury in training and he's been out for a little while. So possibly when he comes back he'll get back into the first team if Benitez continues to perform like this. I have no idea how he's on a 6.9. He's made one mistake already that's caused the goal, and then it's just been saved by Le Marchand there by dropping a catch or even a punch, just punching it poorly. I'm going to say keep going out there and you can still win today. We haven't played too badly, but we haven't played that well either. Now on the bench we have a few options. I think I'm gonna move Clayton to attacking centre midfield, which is his preferred position. Jean Toral is looking a bit tired, so we'll bring him off. Eli Yuan still looking for a goal. Don't really think this is the day to bring him on to be a saviour, so Alexi Bassetti can come on up front for us. At some point today I do want to get Ngamba on the pitch. He's a pretty impressive looking centre midfielder. If you look at that passing and first touch, 14 and 13, technique as well, his tackling. He's a pretty damn good player, so I'm going to try and get him on the pitch at some point today, but we'll not do it just yet. So we get the second half underway and we need to get a goal from somewhere. Now, goal scoring is looking a bit worrying for us. Obviously, we lost Balotelli to Liverpool on deadline day, as we have a chance here with Vitale to see where this leads. Juan Carlos, can he play it through? It's Andrea, the right back. He shoots. It's saved by Subasic. Nice play there though as well. So we lost Balotelli in the summer, and I didn't have time to replace him. So possibly looking for a striker in January as well as Clayson. I think Clayson can play up front, but it's not his desired position. I was looking at getting Timo Werner from Red Bull Leipzig, but they just want ridiculous amounts of money, which Nice do not have. He's valued at like 9.5 million and they wanted about 29 million, and even if I had that money I would not be willing to pay that. Now we're into the 66th minute and we've got a few tired legs out there. Andrea's on a yellow card also. We're not playing too badly. Clayton is our worst performer, which is rather disappointing to see. We don't really have anyone else that can move up to play in attacking centre midfield, and I do want to bring on Ngamba. So we're going to take Remy Walter off, one of our star players, and bring on Ngamba. I can't actually remember his first name. Taddy Alvaro Ngamba is his full name. And I think that's the only change we'll make for now. Might make a change at the back if we somehow get an equaliser. When we get to 75 minutes, I'll probably stick it on attacking as well. Okay, so moving to attacking, we're going to do a team talk and demand more, push forward. Demand more, push forward. Demand more, because they should be pushing forward anyway on attack. So into the last 15 minutes, just looking at the fitness of the defenders, and there's a chance now for Monaco. It looks like Sidibe with the ball, crosses it in, it's got the back post, Lamar's there, and how has he missed that? You've gotten away with that one. Benitez has looked a sleeping goal today. Now I'm going to make a sub, and it's going to be, I would like to bring Eliwan on, but Bassetti has come on up front, but he's not done well. I'm going to risk it. I'm not sure how well Bassetti can play at attacking centre midfield, if at all. What sort of attributes has he got? I'd say he should be alright with those attributes. So Clayton's going to come off. We're going to bring on Eliwan, and we're going to play him as advanced forward. I think I might do a more direct team instruction as well, rather than retain possession. Try and lob the ball up to him. Go on instructions and more direct passing. See how that works out. I do like my teams to play possession football, really, but if all else fails, just Sam Allardyce it. So we've got a chance actually. Andrea crosses it in, nobody there. It's going to fall to Vitale though. We can still keep this alive. And Ngamba, nice pass to Andrea. Another chance to cross it. Yuan's there. Down to Ngamba, it's saved. And Ngamba's got it again and it's tackled. That was an excellent opportunity for the youngster. So close to getting his first goal in his first appearance. Few minutes left. We're going to go overload. Very rarely works. Very rarely gives a highlight even. I've found in my experience. But might be made to eat my words here. So they win the ball in the air, but Cyprian wins it back, but it's fallen to Moses. Victor Moses running down this right hand side now. We miss with the tackle. Moses goes past it and chance to cross it in. Jermaine's there, and he's extended Monaco's lead to 2. Valère Germain with his second of the game, 5th of the season, and we are down and out now. I'll just leave that. Don't know what I was thinking of changing again, because it's not really going to help. But Monaco have got the ball with about 25 seconds left of the game. They're probably just going to pass it around, if not get another goal. Jermaine, of course, on a hat-trick now. Could this be a counter-attacking opportunity for us though? Are we going to get a consolation goal late doors? Ball played out wide to Andrea. Now he plays it into Vitale, to Juan Carlos, forward to Bassetti. Bassetti gets tackled by Fabinho, and there's the full-time whistle. Monaco 2, Nice 0. I think we gave a good account for ourselves. It would have only been 1-0 if I hadn't gone to overload, so I can't really blame the boys for that. 3 games against 3 difficult teams, Paris Saint-Germain, Lyon and Monaco, and 3 games where it finished 2-0, which is a respectable scoreline, I would say. So, good effort, well done. We played well, just not well enough. What did I think of the team's performance? I was pleased with aspects of our play. We did boss the game, in my opinion, and in the opinion of the possession stats, but not the stat that matters, which is the goals. So that result leaves us in 8th with 19 points, and majority of the teams, in fact all of the teams below us, have a game in hand. 2 games in hand if you count Lorient, but they can't really catch us with their 2 games in hand. So we'll see where we end up at the end of these fixtures. Now, I was going to skip ahead to see where we were going to finish this game week when the rest of the French League teams had played. However, this has just come into my inbox. Clayson set the sign for Nice. So, obviously I want your guys' input on whether you think I should sign him or not. If you think the deal's worth it, I'll show you his attributes again. There you go. So I'm wanting him more as an attacking centre midfielder, probably not an advanced playmaker, more a trequartista or an attacking midfielder. So let me know what you guys think. I might even need him as a striker as well at times. You normally play with a complete forward, but he's not got the ability to do that according to that. But let me know what you think. Do you think it's a good deal, good value, or do you think I should be looking elsewhere? If you think I should be looking elsewhere, who would you suggest as a possible striker or attacking midfielder? But that is it for this episode. Next episode we'll do a match somewhere between the Bordeaux game and the Coupe de la Ligue 4th round match. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Please leave a comment below, let me know, like I said before, if you think I should sign Clayson. If not, who should I sign? Where do you think I'm going to finish this season? Obviously, we've had a little bit of the season gone so far. We played against 3 of the tougher sides in France and not done too badly. We haven't picked up a win against them, but we've only lost by 2 goals. Subscribe to my channel, get all my content when it comes out, and I'll see you next time.